Hello, hello, and welcome back to another psychic reading with your fave psychic medium, Danny. Hello, y'all, welcome to my channel at Danny Be Knowing, where I often give all the accurate hot psychic tea, along with breaking down cold cases and any topics that I find interest in, along with what you guys provide. So, you see the title, you see the cover photo. This is another Baddies reading. Now, my last video, I posted like a 2025 overview reading on Zeus, and honestly, I think there's a part two needed to that because I need to dig deeper. And already things from there are accurate. I discussed in that reading that there's gonna be conversations of who is the owner of Zeus, who is the president. I didn't understand that at the time. It was just what I was channeling, but as we can see, it is broken out that way. Along with that, I've discussed just the drama that is to ensue with this cast, what's to be released, how things are breaking down, frenemies, Scotty and Natalie, along with Rolly and Slim. So check out that reading. I'm very sure there's a lot of other gems I spoke on. Literally a month later, things started rolling out. So give it to your girl. So before we get into this reading, I do want to do a few household things. First of all, I am a psychic medium with her books open, so if you find my readings extremely accurate, you love the content, you love what I'm breaking down, you like how I approach things, check out my website where I'm offering psychic readings for purchase, whether it's recorded or video chat. Like, if I'm accurate about these things and I'm not even diving deep, just what's to come out publicly, imagine how a reading can help you within your life, whether it's to bring healing from a loved past one or get insight or like a roadmap of certain things that are going to happen. And then along with that, please check out my other readings. I have other Zeus Baddies psychic content that if you love this reading so much or you're kind of like, I want more, go check out. I created a playlist for your convenience so you can just be able just to tap in on my celebrity readings, my psychic rap girl series, and or just my cold case readings. So have fun. Now let's get into it. If you don't know, you're about to find out. I read with playing cards. This is my way of doing divinations, or as you say, psychic readings. So I'm going to go ahead and shuffle. I'm just going to jump into it. No music card this reading. I kind of just want to jump into this. I felt a lot of things coming. I've been seeing a lot of things online. I've been peeping some things, and then I'll get some downloads, and I'm like, hey, if I'm getting downloads, I need to share this with my subscribers. So please, please, please shout out this video. Go ahead, like, comment, and subscribe. And let me pull. Dear benevolent, honorable ancestors, spirit guides, psychic family, spirit guidance and assistance with doing this psychic reading on what's to come next with the Zeus Baddies cast. And this includes cast members that are not currently in Baddies Africa and not can be making an appearance. I'm trying to get all the tea. So let's see what's one of your faves are mentioned up in this reading. Now, disclaimer, don't be upset about the messages I have, please. These are just things that come up, and these are things that come up publicly. I'm not digging into anyone's shit, basically, unless that's the shit that's gonna come out. Because I'm not gonna lie, y'all, I'm really curious about the tea with Rolly, and I think there is something going on. There's a shakeup in the Zeus network, so let's tap in. Okay, what insight can you give me? Just the Baddies cast. Oh, I see Summer, no other first. Let's see what the cards say about her. Yeah. I did not. It's not like these are bad cards because I can get good messages from these types of cards. It's just the way that it's laying out here. So as you know, in the first episode of Baddies Africa, there was a really big controversy when it came to Summer and her comparing how one of the women looked to Emmett Till, which was egregious, it was disgusting, and very ignorant, and she should be punished. Now, this is from me, this is not from the reading. I do want to add this because I stand on it. All the energy that was given to Summer should have also been given to Gretchen when she was calling black women on a black owned network, especially the N-word. It's really interesting how the outrage goes when it comes to certain people doing particularly violent things, because what Summer did was violent. No one's negating that. I'm not looking over that. I'm just noticing. And I think this is karma for Zeus for not responding to that ignorance how they should have. And now we have this. So the first card I have is the Nine of Spades, which is why I brought up what Summer said. There are things here, her speaking out of term and not knowing what she's saying. And by, I don't mean, oh, she didn't realize that was such a bad insult. No. Her speaking out of term, not having the common sense, the knowledge base, the critical thinking to care even of how disgusting that is to say to somebody. And so it's coming back to bite her. Acting out of ignorance for a check on camera, because she said it in the last season. They done gave the wrong bitch money on my mama. Like, she said it. And what we're seeing here is our words are very powerful. We have to be very careful. We also have to be very careful for what we're willing to bark when it comes to the bag, right? A bag that they stopped speaking of. It's kind of became like a metaphorical thing, I feel like. And then the next card we have is the Six of Spades. There are going to be things circulating from Summer's past showcasing she has displayed ignorance like this before. For what I'm seeing, we're going to start seeing uploads. A lot of people, they're seeing the type of virality that's coming for this, and they want to get a part of that back too. So we're going to see people speaking out, probably saying she's always been like that. I have proof over here. She said this to my friend. Oh, Summer's really this color. All these things, and it's just going to come in a snowball. There's going to be a pause, and then it's just going to start picking up as the season goes on, because she is going to be a very big adversary this season, as we can see from the first episode and second. Three of Clubs. Summer is going to see in real time people that were behind her. She's the next star of Zeus. I support her. How they're going to switch in a way that's going to be very strategic in this industry that she is not going to care for. Yes, there is a bit of ego here, and we're going to see this line of not humbling, but popping that ego, because she's gonna dig her feet. I'm getting a vision of someone digging their heels into what they're doing, what they're saying. There's gonna come a point where she's just going to embrace on the bad guy, because the thing is, even with this controversy, Zeus has had controversy before, and they might go ahead and push forward and still have her on their network, because look at all the other things they allowed. Summer literally jumped Marlene, and I don't really care for Marlene, but she jumped her and they put her on the show. They rewarded her for this. They go back and forth in what they say is wrong or not wrong, depending on the person, depending on how viral and how much fucking money they can get from it. And that is going to be one of their biggest downfalls. So, we have her cards there. Something's telling me to keep that out, because I think there's going to be a bit of a marriage here for me to remember what was said, because we're building a story here. My readings build a story. So let's see what next Baddies member comes. I see Lex. Let's see what's going on with Lex. What is some insight you can give me about Lex? Okay. Something told me to turn over the bottom of the deck. Let me put these cards, arrange them, and I'm going to show y'all exactly what I pulled. So first one we have is the Seven of Hearts. Seven of Hearts made me immediately think of her romantic relationship. As Lex becomes a bigger cast member on Zeus, becomes bigger on social media, 1 second. I need to take a sip of water. And it's not going to be shady. I think that is to coincide with the thirst that she has to be that one on Zeus, to usurp. I'm watching the show and I do pick up on her confessionals where she's used exact quotes from Natalie or these members, which is no, it's not often a problem. It's not to say they invented that language, but it goes to show who's really watching, studying, and has really made this want to be their life. And then we have this Joker here. Lex has the opportunity of transitioning into a new beginning. I think Zeus is going to start tearing off some of their shows and creating some other shows with some of these big folks from Baddies. And instead of just putting it all in one show, I think Lemmy or someone within the Zeus network is trying to see how to fracture what the Baddies is building, especially as Natalie continues to get beside herself. So they might start branching off under the guise of we really see this person taking it far with the show, and we will most likely see Rolly throwing a fit. But I'm seeing a new beginning when it comes to Lex and Zeus in some way. Maybe within 2026, 2027, if they're still here, but if they're still pushing something, she might be put in a position to host the show. Maybe they want to get into some off-brand type of modeling thing. It's something there. I'm seeing her behind a desk, hands folded, or this could be her going to another network. But it looks like Lex might be having an opportunity to branch a bit if she plays her cards right. And it's paired with this Two of Diamonds, which is showing money coming in from ourselves, her personality, her brand. Now, there's a lot of people I feel strongly about Lex on one side the other. If I feel a certain way about what Gretchen did, then you could understand how I felt about Lex, especially why she wanted to fight Jayla at the beginning because of that. So, it never made sense. But my personal thing to the side, Ace of Spades, new beginning. So she might be speaking of this more. I think Lex is really good at vlogging for the long term. Basically, when things are happening, she understands. I'm gonna post this right now. I want to show my story, my transition. I think she wants to get more into acting and storytelling. She really wants to be on TV.